When I was researching the Fendi I See U Peekaboo in the size small, I had a terrible time finding what actually fits inside of this bag. I found a couple of reviews and I will try to link those down below for you guys, but most of the reviews were on the actual petite or mini size and hardly any were on the small size. So when I bought this bag, I made it a point to myself to make sure that I go ahead and film what I carry inside of this bag, do a dedicated video on what fits inside, just in case you guys are on the fence, and that way there's some knowledge out there about what fits inside the Fendi I See U Peekaboo in the size small. Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Melissa and I love luxury, but I like to keep it somewhat minimal. I don't like to go over 20 bags and I also don't like to overspend. 2024 has all been about my low buy journey and more so my low buy struggles. So if you guys are interested in that, I will have that playlist linked down below for you. But today's video is all about my newest handbag to my collection, which is the Fendi I See U Peekaboo in the size small. Now, before I jump into what fits inside of this bag, I do want to thank today's sponsor, which is Lintico, Lintico. This brand is a handmade brand completely filled with beautiful styles, all done in linen, you guys. If you guys are not new here, then you probably know that I am a huge fan of linen, but linen can be very pricey, so I was really excited when they reached out and asked me to collaborate with them. I have 4 pieces to share with you guys in today's video. The first piece is the top that I am currently wearing. I'm wearing it in a size large. I definitely could have gone with a medium in this top, but it is meant to be bellowy and I really like that. I love how the sleeves are nice and wide, so they're very comfortable. As most of us know, linen is a very lightweight, breathable material, so they almost feel cool to the touch when you put them on your body. I also love how this top has a pocket and it also has a beautiful neckline. Again, you can size down on this one if you are considering getting this top, if you want it to be slightly less boxy and bellowy, but I like that look. I really love an oversized outfit. The second piece I want to share with you guys are these blue pants that I have paired with this top here. And I love these pants, you guys. It is probably my favorite piece out of all of the pieces that I'm going to be sharing with you today. They are a perfect length, and they are a length where you can wear them high-waisted or you can put them lower on your waist if you want. For reference, I am 5'6", I weigh 165 pounds, and I got a size large in all of these pieces. I find that everything fits true to size or slightly small other than this first top that I shared with you guys. I'm typically between a size medium and a size large, and the size large fit perfectly on everything for my frame. Back to these blue pants, I think they are absolutely stunning. I love the color, I love the pockets, I love the waistband, and I love the length. I can see myself wearing these on repeat throughout the summer months. The next top that I want to share with you guys is this linen top here. It's like a creamy white color. I think it's absolutely stunning. I accidentally got my iron. My iron had some brown something on it and I accidentally got it on my shirt and I'm so sad about that. So if you guys can see that, that was my fault. I do think I will be able to get it out though. This is a very comfortable top. I would say this is more of an oversized top as well. So if you are between sizes, I would go with your smaller size. Now, if you have very long shoulders, I would say to skip this one because it does have rather short straps and they're not adjustable. That's my only con about this top. Otherwise, I found it to be extremely comfortable. It's not see-through. I even tried it on without a bra, not on camera, but I did try it on without a bra because it does have these skinny straps and you weren't able to see that I didn't have a bra on through it. So I really enjoy this top. I think in my day-to-day life, I would probably wear it braless, and if you are smaller chested, you definitely could get away with that, and it just goes with that casual, comfortable linen feel. Last but definitely not least are these pants here. Did you guys notice that I picked all things that are in my color family? I recently did a color analysis and I learned that navy blue is a really good color for me instead of black, and also gray is another alternative for black for me, which I already knew about the gray, but I never thought about the navy blue. and I'm really excited about it. So these ones are slightly more cropped, which I really like because it shows off your shoes. I think these would be so cute with a Birkenstock or something more casual like that. Maybe a woven material would be really cute as well. I don't remember what they're called, but those woven sandals that cover your toes, I'll pop a photo up on the screen for you guys. Those would be really, really cute with these pants. I got these in a size large. They are slightly smaller than my blue pair, ever so slightly, but they are extremely comfortable. They're not too tight on my bum. And as you guys know, I struggle with things being too tight on my bum because I do have a bigger bum and bigger thighs, and these were not tight whatsoever. They have huge, deep pockets, which I really, really appreciate. This one doesn't have a drawstring, but I don't find the need for it. Before I jump into the bag, I do want to quickly mention that Lentico is how I am pronouncing it. I'm not sure if that's correct. I've never heard it pronounced before, but that is how I feel like, that's how I read it. L-I-N-T-I-C-O. All of these items will be linked down below in case you're interested. Now let's jump into this beauty. I'm going to give you guys my first impressions, very few first impressions because I've only used it a handful of times. I've actually used it 8 times, you guys. I cannot get out of this bag. Every time I take my stuff out of it, I put it right back into it because it is so easy to use. So one of the cons is it is slightly heavy. I think that's because of the metal piece in here, but it's not overly bearingly heavy. So it's not something that is going to keep me from using it. It's just something to know in case you guys are sensitive to weight. I actually am. I don't like a heavy bag, and I find that this one is the perfect amount of heaviness. It's heavy in a luxurious way. Hopefully that's making sense. I have a good feeling that you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's not heavy in an uncomfortable way. Another thing I want to talk about is the strap. I had shared with you guys that I wasn't sure that I would ever use this strap. Oh boy, was I wrong. I use it quite a bit. When I'm going to work, I use this as a shoulder bag. I have it on the shortest setting, which is a very comfortable length for me as a shoulder bag, and I've been really enjoying it that way for work. But when I'm out and about, I do carry it top handle. I will say that I do worry about the strain on the top handle because this is a soft, malleable leather, but I don't think it's going to be a problem whatsoever, and so far that is how I've been carrying this bag. One thing that I could not wait to mention and to share with you guys is that this bag is actually from 2022. It says it on the Fendi box. It had the original sticker on the box. Can you guys believe that? And this bag still smells like leather, like brand new car smell. It smells so good. I don't have any other bags in my collection that have ever smelled like leather like this one does. It even smells like leather if you're just walking by it. So if I'm walking up to my bag shelf and I go to grab a bag, I can smell this ever so slightly. It's not intense, it's not too strong, but I can smell this bag, and that just to me speaks volumes as to how good the leather of this bag is. And the last thing that I've noticed in the last 7 or 8 times that I have used this bag is how soft the leather is. That is a concern for me, but it's also a pro for me. I have never had a bag in my collection that felt this luxurious, and I don't have a Fendi around me, so feeling this bag in person for the first time was a shocker, and I just can't believe how luxurious it feels. It's so soft, it's so smooth. It doesn't feel like it has a coating on it or anything extra to protect it, which is where my worry comes in. I hope that over time it doesn't get too slouchy or too misshapen. I don't think that will be the case, but it definitely could be the case. But it's also a luxurious feeling leather, and that's why it's a pro. So it's a pro and a con in my book. And then because of the leather, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but when you have your items in here, the bottom bellows down. So this is how it looks when there's nothing in there. And then with your items kind of pushing down on the bag, hopefully you'll be able to see that. That is how it looks. So that is a concern of mine as well. I don't want that to be something that ends up being permanent where it kind of droops down and gets a little bit sloppy looking. I went ahead and took the strap off of the bag so that hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for you guys to see. So inside of this front pocket, I have specific items. I hope that you're able to see that. When I filmed this video originally, it didn't really show. And then let me show you guys the other side. So I do separate, sorry about my dogs if you guys can hear that. I do separate what I have inside of there. That way it makes it a little bit easier for me to find my stuff. So I'm going to start with this front pocket. This is where I keep my smaller items. So the first thing that I'm going to pull out is my iPhone 13 Pro Max. This fits in here both vertically and horizontally, but if you put it in here horizontally, you have to make sure that you miss the little buckle here and do it on the side, but it does fit both ways. The next small item that I'm going to pull out of here is my key case. This is my Louis Vuitton key clay. I have my house keys and my office keys in here, and obviously it's going to fit in here perfectly fine. The next item that I have inside of here is my wallet. This is my Ferragamo wallet. I love the layout of this wallet. I will share it quickly with you guys. But one thing I noticed, because it's a matte leather and it's a neon leather, it gets extremely dirty extremely fast. So mine is very, very dirty. So as you can see here, it's got 2 card slots and 2 card slots, and then you flip it over and you've got 3 card slots and 3 card slots, and you can fold up cash and put it behind there as well. I don't have any cash on me at the moment, so that is how I'm using it. Now my Louis Vuitton Victorine wallet will fit in here perfectly fine, and I'm pretty sure a long wallet would fit in here as well. I don't have one to share with you guys, but I'm pretty positive a long wallet will fit as well. Now the last thing that I have in this front pocket of my smaller items is going to be mints. Now I'm actually out of mints, but I did want to share with you guys that I typically would carry this. I'm trying to stay away from gum lately, and these have been my go-to. Okay, let me quickly flip the bag around, and then I will share with you guys what I have inside of this side. I actually only have 2 items inside of here. So the first item I have is my Kindle, because I do love to read, and if I can carry my Kindle, I almost always do. You never know when you're going to be just standing there bored out of your mind, and a good book is a way to distract yourself without scrolling on your phone. So this is obviously going to fit in there perfectly fine. It also fits in here vertically, but again, you have to make sure that you miss the little turn lock here, or you just leave it open and then it will fit perfectly fine. But I've been putting mine in here horizontally. And the last thing I have in here is my Louis Vuitton mini pochette. And now the bag is completely empty. I am going to quickly share with you guys what I have in my mini pochette. I'm going to do it really quick. Some people really like to know what's inside of the mini pochette, and some people hate it. I am personally one of those that hates knowing what's inside someone's mini pochette. I really don't care what you have inside of there, but some people have asked me to share, so I'm going to go ahead. I have my headphones. I have my new Fenty lip gloss. This is in the shade Fussy. Then I've got some Band-Aids in here. I've got a pen in here. I've got headache medicine. I've got chapstick. Here's my little pen, chapstick, Band-Aids, eyeglass cleaners, lady products, headache medicine, and then with my little perfume sample. And that is everything that I have inside of here. So I do have it pretty full. I used to carry my headphones out of this little pouch, but I just found that it was a pain in the butt to find them, so I decided to start carrying them inside of my mini pochette. You guys, I was just filling up my bag and I realized that I forgot to share with you guys my sunglasses. They were in the bottom of the bag. I'm not sure if you guys saw it down there when I told you that everything was empty, but my sunglasses fit inside of there as well. And obviously it's going to fit in there perfectly fine. This can fit both vertically and horizontally, like that. I usually do horizontally because I don't like my sunglasses to get smashed. They are prescription, so I kind of need them, and so I just put them in there horizontally. Now, what I wanted to show you guys quickly is how it buckles up with all of these items inside, because when you have the items inside and you have the top undone, it really doesn't show the items right here. Let me quickly unsnap this so you guys can kind of see what it looks like with the smile. That's going to be new to me because I don't know what it looks like with the smile. So if you were to have it smile, which I have been told you have to kind of train it to smile, but if you were to have it open, that is what it looks like, and you can find your items very easily inside. I will say with the items or with the bag buttoned up, I can also find my items in here extremely easily. It's very easy to get in and out of because the leather is so soft and supple. It's really easy to just kind of stick your hand in there and grab your items out. Okay, now that we've got her all buckled up again, let me do a quick little spin so you guys can see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and close her up. So she will close with all these items inside of here, but she's pretty full. Okay, I've got her snapped up, and that is what it looks like from the side profile. You guys can probably see where my items are. So there's definitely something here, something a little bit taller here, and I don't know if I like that. It makes me a little bit worried later on about the leather, but I do feel like it gives a more buttoned up look. So if you were to go into the office, if you have a more corporate type job, then I feel like a buttoned up look is really, really nice, and it gives this bag some versatility. I will do a review or a first impressions on this bag later on, probably at the 6-month mark. So keep in mind, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comments below. But I also try to get you guys involved in my first impressions and or my reviews. And I ask you guys your questions and I answer them in the reviews. So I will definitely do that soon. If you guys are interested in linen, I highly recommend Lintico. I really like these pieces, and so far they are very cooling. I'm not getting overheated, and today it's in the 90s here in Arizona, and I've got my lights on and I'm very, very comfortable.